Disappointing second half. We had no energy at all. Things didn't go our way early, and we were beating transition most of the game, and it showed in the second half. And they looked like a team had been off for a week, and playing the fifth game against a team that's been off caught up with us in the second half. And we did not play well, didn't have any individual performances that were noteworthy. The second half, we had a good spark from Casey the other night, didn't have that tonight. Give up 57%, shoot 28 second half, that's your ball game. Can't give up 51% and get beat. And the team that plays the best usually deserves to win, and today that team was UT Arlington. I have no idea. Halftime, we came out second at halftime. I challenged the guys, told them that they were going to come out. They would not run out of gas like App did. They have more guys. They weren't off, or they were off the other day, and they'd be fresh, and they came at us and they played. The surprising thing is, you know, we gave Bilbao a career high at the half, and with McClanahan only going 3 of 10, scoring 9 points. You know, if you'd asked me, I would have thought that they couldn't score that many points against us, but they did in the second half. I mean, we don't score, we can't score on offense. We were stagnant to zone, we didn't rebound, we turned it over, and certainly didn't defend the ball.
Coach, do you feel like the up-tempo pace kind of wore you guys down a little bit?
Probably. I mean, they were fresh again. They've been off for a week, and coming off 2 home losses at home, and come in here and are fresh. McClanahan, they got good speed and they got good size, and or good guard play, I should say, and that negated our size. So probably we're a little bit tired. No, I didn't really notice it, Dave. I think we need to push the ball. We got to get stops. We can't run after we do run after made baskets. We have to get stops.
How tough was it when you kind of had the foul filled up, especially with Sean on the inside?
Yeah, there were some time periods there where we couldn't get any whistles, and things were going their way for them, and they were finishing plays. So Sean being in foul trouble, then he decided he didn't want to guard, so he didn't get to play at the end. It was unfortunate. You know, Hayward got beat off the dribble, some other guys, so you see what I have to deal with on a daily basis. We've got to get a combination of guys who can do both.
When the whistles are pretty quick like that, is that disrupt the rhythm offensively? Did that make it hard?
Yeah, momentum, I think, Luke, early in the second half, and I mean, every time down it was a whistle and one. It gave those guys some momentum, and I think that negated it a little bit. We tried to slow it down, called a timeout. We got one right immediate, but not enough.
They did a good job defending it. Any kind of entry pass into the zone to drop the off guard down, almost double team.
Yeah, we thought we had him open several times. It didn't make the pass, and then we had the other post player open too. And we ran 3 different offenses against his own, and we just didn't have a good night. I mean, you look at our guys who played well for us. I mean, you guys see us all the time. You go down the stat line. You know, Jay gets poked in the eye early in the second half, and we have to go with Casey, and we drop off a little bit. And I felt like in the first half, what was the score? Maybe 18-8. We had the first unit did a good job. We're working well together. Stove gets a block, backdoor dunk blocked. That goes out of bounds, and they give them the ball, and we make some subs, and then it went down again. Our bench has got to give us something. You got Brian Williams and Devontae and Steve, Casey, Xavier, guys that can come in and help us. They've got to come in ready to go. We can't drop off like we did. They scored and we don't score. I mean, it's very simple. and it was a painful game to watch. I told the guys, I don't know that I've watched a game or coached a game that's been more painful to watch the second half than tonight, because we felt totally helpless on the bench. And, you know, I know it was tough for our fans to watch too. And I'm really disappointed in the former players that were here in the reunion. It's sad, and I feel just awful about that, because this team's shown that they have some flashes of brilliance, and we didn't show it today. And we're inconsistent. We've got to be better if we're going to continue to play, and we've got to defend better, not give up 57% in the second half.
Does that concern you at all, the misfits between first and second half of this team sometimes? He's not consistent, but every now and then something happens where it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's always a concern. I mean, it's a game-to-game thing where we need to put two good halves together, because 20 minutes won't win you a ball game. You have to play a good second half also, and we've talked about this. We talked about it in practice. We worked on it in practice this week about coming out early after a break and making some progress, and today we just didn't have it. And, you know, there's some days that you don't. I mean, it's kind of Murphy's Law, and once it got going today, it just snowballed on us and stagnant like we talked about, and it got worse. And it never got better.